Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the session number 3. Some of you, I think, have done some of the other sessions. For others, it might be the first time. These sessions are essentially 25 to 30 minutes of time for yourself to spend with yourself. You can have your video on or off, and you can do the session in seated position or in a lying position. It's really up to you how you want to proceed with the session. And the first thing I'd like us to do today is just to get yourself into a really comfortable position, whether that's in your chair or whether you're lying down. And I just want you to take a moment to sit at the back of your chair and let your body rest and relax. And as we do that, we want to feel our feet on the ground. And we can also close our eyes as well and just take a moment to reflect on how we feel through our body. So in doing this, you may feel certain things within your body, or you may not feel a lot. Everyone will be different. But what you may notice is that you have a natural inclination, a natural tendency to let your breath and your breathing slow down when we allow ourselves that moment to stop and come out of the motion of the day. So really just take the opportunity to just enjoy the simplicity of sitting or lying and feeling your breath. And as we've been doing, we're going to focus on the quality of that breath and bring a real awareness to how we breathe in very gently, very tenderly with our own body. So we're going to breathe in through the tip of the nose, and we're going to breathe out through the whole of the nose. And we're not practicing any deep breathing or anything like that. We're just practicing a very gentle, relaxed breath. And what we're going to do in that is listen to the wisdom of our own body, because our own bodies are very intelligent and they do know what we need. So what you'll find as you breathe is your body will set the rhythm and the tempo of how you breathe. And you can just surrender to that and let that happen. And as I said last week, you may find as we do these techniques and allow ourselves the space to feel our body, that our mind may want to wander and think about all the things in our day or our week or experiences. And what we want to practice is just bringing ourselves back to the simplicity of the in-breath and the out-breath. It's a place where there's nothing that we have to do. We just allow ourselves to be. And we're going to take our awareness to the lower part of our back as we breathe in. And just feel as we breathe in, just a real opening through the lower back, and also feeling a warmth as well. So we want to connect to that natural warmth that is in our body. And as we breathe into the lower back, we can just feel if there's any tightness or tension in that area. And our out breath is that moment where we allow that tension, if it is there, or anything that we feel, to just dissolve. So we let it go, we release it. And as we breathe into that lower back, and that whole area across the lower back, we can just focus on the out breath and surrendering the muscles. And at any stage, if we need to make any small adjustments to our seated position or lying position to make us feel more comfortable, we just make those small adjustments. And it's really giving ourselves the time and the care to do that. So we're not at any point compromising ourselves. We're putting ourselves first so that we feel as supported as we can. And we're just going to bring our awareness a little bit further up the spine and the back. So just sort of lower mid-back area. And see as we breathe in if we can focus again on creating that space with the in-breath between the vertebrae. Again, being guided by the wisdom of your body. So not trying, not attempting to make anything happen, just very naturally allowing the breath to unfold. Again, feel that warmth through the spine, through the back muscles. Feeling all the tissue, the connective tissue that surrounds the muscles and the bones and the tendons. Just allowing that to relax as we breathe out. So if you feel any hardening or tightening in our body, it's that out breath is supporting letting go. And each in-breath is just an opportunity for us to reflect on how we feel, to feel the natural warmth and lightness that is our body. As we move a little bit further up our spine and back, as we go, just clocking anything we notice that we feel, but not giving it huge attention. Focusing instead on the warmth and the spaciousness and the surrender of the muscles on the out breath. And as we breathe in, we can just feel if that quality of the breath has changed since the start of the session. If your breathing may have slowed down, may even become almost undiscernible. And as we make our way further up the back towards the top of the spine, breathing into the back of the upper spine, the back of the shoulders, and just allowing our shoulders to drop and relax if they are in fact holding any tension or holding. Keep focusing with that in-breath on the lengthening and opening of the spine, but not done in a way that makes us have to work hard or feel tense, but just a very natural in-breath, awareness, spaciousness, openness, lightness, warmth, and out-breath, surrender, letting go, ease, gentleness. Next, we'll bring awareness to our head. So the whole of our head and how the head sits on the shoulders. Is it dropped forward? Is there any tension in the neck? Just a real awareness of how we feel through that part of the body. Do we feel a heaviness to our head? Are we overrun by any thoughts, or are we able to just be in this moment, breathing simply, taking care of ourselves? And just at this moment, just going to drop our awareness for just a second or two right down to our feet, just to feel our feet on the ground or the bottom of our heels on the bed, just so we've got that whole connection through the body, even as we focus on the top of the head, the top of the body and the head. So just bring your awareness for that second, just to feel the feet on the ground. And then just flow your awareness up your body, back to the head. And as you breathe out, just let the head and neck muscles relax. And just feel if that naturally changes the position of the head at all. Feel if there's just an inclination for the head to readjust, even subtly, the position it's placed on top of the body. There may even feel a softening through the facial muscles, a lengthening through the neck, the back, or the sides. And we're going to keep our awareness with the head at this point. And we can keep our eyes closed, but what we're going to practice is a little stretch of the neck to the side. So what we're going to do here is just tilt the head to the side, just to feel the stretch. And as we tilt it, we can think about raising the ear towards the ceiling on that side that's on the top side. Very gentle stretch, not forcing, just allowing. And then we bring the head up and across the other side. Again, lengthen through the neck, thinking about drawing the ear towards the ceiling. So all we do with this movement is just go as far as the range of movement allows. So we're not trying to force a stretch. as we roll the head at your own pace from side to side. Very slowly, very, very gentle, very aware of the muscles that are working. Because we can often hold tension in the neck. And I don't want to guide you too much on how long you hold that for. I want you to decide yourself. Could be for 5 seconds, could be for 20 seconds. Whatever you feel you want. Your body might tell you that's enough. I want to stretch the other side. And what we can do just to heighten our awareness as we do this is we can bring either one hand or both hands to our chest, so that when we move, we know we're only moving the neck and head and not the rest of the body. So we're creating a nice flow as we stretch from side to side. And as we keep connecting with the breath as we do this, that may allow us to go a little deeper with the stretch without any effort. Keep focusing as we breathe out on letting the muscles relax and surrender. And then we make the next one, or the one, I should say, the one that you're on just now. Make that the last neck stretch to the side. And we're going to do just one more movement with the neck and head. Keeping your hands on the chest if you wish. If it doesn't feel comfortable, obviously don't. But if you can, you have your hand just at the chest to isolate that movement. And now we're going to turn the head to the side. So like we're talking to someone who's beside us, but we're talking to them without turning our body, just our head. So we go from side to side as far as we can turn our head, again without strain. How is your breathing as you do this? Are you able to stay connected with that breath? Is it gentle? And is the breath allowing you to feel the warmth and openness across your chest? Is there any tension in the neck muscles? Again, not giving lots of attention to that, but just having an awareness of any tightness, any restriction, and just working through that range of motion that you have. No trying, no needing to get a certain outcome, a certain level of turn of the head. In the movement, there's no right or wrong. There's no outcome, no amount you have to achieve. It's just very simple. Feeling the body, turning the head. And we'll make the next turn of the head the last one you do there. And we'll keep our hands on our chest just for a second or two and bring awareness. In fact, we can take one hand down to our navel, so just to the belly button and just below. And we can focus on just feeling the body as we gently breathe. So we feel the rise of the rib cage and lungs and the opening of the chest. And we feel the relaxation through those parts of the body and down into the stomach as we breathe out. We just focus on the in-breath through the tip of the nose out breath through the whole of the nose. That's our only focus. The rest we just let happen, not to trying to breathe in a certain way, but observing our body. And also bringing appreciation to our body and the wonder of how the body functions, how looked after we are by the heart and lungs, all the muscles, tissue, fascia, everything that's in our body, and the wisdom and intelligence of our body and its ability to repair and regenerate. And this is more of these moments for us just to stop and reflect on how we feel. And if you feel any specific texture or particular detail in relation to your chest and your breathing, if you feel a lightness through your chest, through your breath, if there's any tension, then we can leave our hand on the chest, or if you prefer at this point, you can bring your fingertips of your hand and your palm down to your thighs and lightly rest the palms and the fingertips on your thighs. Again, it's an option, wherever you prefer you go. But if we do that, we can feel the warmth through the palms on the thighs. And we're just still focusing as we have our hands on the thighs and just gently breathing in and breathing out. And what we'll do now is bring awareness and detail to a very small movement of our hands and fingertips. So they're very lightly placed on your thighs. And what we're going to do is just very gently, subtly take your hands and fingertips off your thighs, just a centimeter or two, not far at all, and then lightly, as gently as you can, place the palms and roll through to the fingertips, touching down onto the thighs. And we're going to practice that a few times at your own pace of just lifting and then feeling the sensation of lowering and gently placing the whole of the palms and fingertips onto your thigh. And this is a level of gentleness and detail that we bring to ourselves. So it's a very nurturing quality to treat ourselves with really deep care through this simple action of lifting and lowering the hands. Feeling the sensory quality of the fingertips in particular as you place them down. Doing that one more time. And then just feel the warmth and the quality in the hands placed on the thighs. And then roll your awareness down to your feet. So whether your feet are placed in contact with the ground or you're lying down, just feel the soles of your feet And just give your toes, all your toes, just a very gentle raise and relax. Just to feel the muscles in the feet. As you do that a couple of times, lifting the toes and relaxing them down. Feeling the feet, whether you feel them on the ground or they're in the air if you're lying. If you're wearing socks or shoes, just feel how your feet are sitting within the socks and the shoes. Do they have enough space to move? Do you feel supported? Heightening that awareness of the feet and all they do for you in the day. And bringing our awareness to our feet is a very good way just to take ourselves away from our thoughts if we find our thoughts are running away. You're worrying about things or there's stress or tension. Just dropping all the weight and awareness to our feet is a very simple way to connect with the breath and the body. And allow ourselves to feel more at ease with the challenges we have in our days. So we're into the last few seconds of the session. So for the last 30 seconds or so, just going to focus on your breathing and bring any awareness and attention to anywhere you might want to feel in your body. Anything that I may not have covered that you think or feel is important for you today. Just bring your attention to that area. Breathe with equality. And we're going to finish off the session there, but there's no wrap up. This is the end, so you can stay in that position for longer if you wish, or you can choose to move and go about your day and take that quality you feel in your body into all the tasks and challenges you have in your day and the week ahead. So we'll officially end the session there, but please stay as long as you wish. Thank you.